If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it. I said what I said.
Been in love with since I was 22 years old.
Because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk. When can we see them, and what's taking so long to release them?
Breaking news, a fiery plane crash in Pennsylvania. The FAA says 5 people were on board the plane when it crashed.
I do partnership, not ownership. You're not my property. I don't even want to own you. I want to partner in this situation.
What mother leaves her young kids alone in the house for 4 years?
And it's against my religion to tell y'all my business.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Saturday to anybody who is here in the chat. We are happy to have you. Ashley, how are you doing? Are you ready for some collective news? Muted with collective news.
I am. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what you got on the docket. I'm ready to see what's been happening in the world this week, because I've been underground. I've been making content and minding my business, Tyra. So I'm ready to see what's going on.
Yeah, we got some juicy stuff. Be sure that you guys are showing love in the chat. Be sure that you are commenting. We cannot say at this point how often we will be doing collective news. It may not be in every Saturday occurrence because it's just not getting enough engagement in that way. So it may be once or twice a month, and then we'll just kind of go from there, unless something changes. But we do what we can. But however, show some love, engage, with all the topics at hand, and also let us know if there's something that you guys want to discuss that we maybe missed. We can't get everything, and sometimes it's a slow week. But y'all know I am not going to waste any time. I want to start here. Ashley, where have you been as far as Black AI and Black AI influencers?
Girl, I saw that foolishness last week. I did see that last week. I saw some things.
You saw some things? Well, if anybody's unaware, the AI influencers are here, and it's just like, oh, the takeover is approaching. And there's also kind of this black side of AI content creation that is not so much influencer, but it has to be rage bait, because who made this? Who made this? But we're going to watch a whole lot of video because, once I went down the rabbit hole, I couldn't stop. And then we're going to share our thoughts. Y'all share your thoughts in the chat as well. Let's go here.
Y'all, the ninjas is outside. Ooh, y'all, look at him.
What's up?
Y'all, it's 1:43 in the morning. Me and my bestie finna sneak out for this little 2-minute. Shh.
We really out here. Y'all, they better be fine.
Girl, she teleported.
Step 1, don't be dumb like me and glue your eyeballs shut. Use the damn mirror, not your front cam. Step 2, pray. These tweezers do not got my back today. Hey, hold up. PERD. That's 1 cluster down, 39 to go. I'm basically a licensed esthetician now. Y'all see the vision? I look like a tired fairy. A sexy one.
Y'all all L. Look.
The questions that I keep getting is basically, do we think that brands and corporations are going to use AI influencers instead of human influencers for their content and their campaigns? And I think the answer is yes. They absolutely will do what is cheaper for content generation. Content generation used to be incredibly expensive, and the price has only gone down, down, down. Anybody can be a content creator these days, and now AI can be a content creator.
Yes, I'm fully AI, but I'm also fully booked, okay? I'm going to show you exactly how to create your own AI baddie and make a big bag just like me. You can use your baddie for your business, passive income, secure brand deals, make TikToks, the whole nines.
Look
look at my new babies.
AI influencers are coming fast. Pause. I made a video recently. I was talking about AI influencers and how they're about to come and disrupt the entire digital space and digital world, and how these brands and agencies are going to create their own influencers to be able to promote stuff for their business. They're going to have.
I'm going to stop here, Ashley. How do you feel about this AI influencer wave and the potential of what it could mean for people who do make a living in a bag off of endorsements and your TikToks and social media being replaced by this? Muted.
I'm probably in the minority. Because I don't think, I know some people believe in like the AI revolution and that it'll be your technology is obsolete on its iRobot type moment.
Yeah.
But I think that there'll always be something noticeable, right? I think the human spirit and our humanity shines through, and that's something AI can't reproduce. As much as it can learn and as much as intelligent as it is, I don't think it'll ever go fully there. However, in the meantime, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess for a season or two, because of course brands are going to want to use AI influencers to accomplish whatever mission that looks like. And I think we're thinking of it only in terms of brands that want to sell. But this will also be used by the news and by media and by certain political parties. That's kind of the part to me that's scary. Again, do I think there'll be an ultimate takeover? Do I think it'll surpass a certain point? I don't. I do think that there'll always be equilibrium, but for now it's terrible. It's very scary because they can have these people doing anything. And once they've kind of perfected it to a point where you can't differentiate, because I mean, all of those girls, and these are the tame ones, y'all. There are really crazy ones out there. These are the tame ones.
Oh, there's more.
These are the tame ones that we're saying. And I mean, it was only a matter of time. Like the young lady who's teaching this, and there's to this day right now on YouTube, there are videos teaching you how to create an avatar, how to use AI to create these lifelike videos. They're going to do it to get a bag until they realize that we no longer need you to create this thing. So, I mean, there's going to be a rub. There's definitely going to be fallout. And I absolutely think it's going to get worse before it gets better. But I don't think all hope is lost, Tyra. But it's going to be a mess for a minute. It's going to be a mess.
I was really like taken aback that it was all about the influencers, the endorsement, the brand. I was like, what about everything else? What about painting pictures and narratives and going, well, a Black woman said it, so it must be a white man agreed. And like, do you know the diabolical things that could be done with this? Yeah. I'm already seeing videos now where people are like haul-assing in those comments because they can't tell that this isn't a real person. Like, it's bad and it's extremely problematic. The influencer thing, that's fine. This is, somebody losing an opportunity who could have had one, because, if it's an influencer and it's made by whomever, we don't have to pay a person. We don't have to, we can just do this program to do exactly what we want. Someone's going to use it, and then somebody's going to maybe decide, I'd rather have something more, realistic, a real person, and that's just up for whoever choice. But the things that could be done here is crazy. And as soon as I just realized exactly what this was and even heard of, just AI influencers, I zeroed in on the Black ones because, of course, we Black. And I was like, what are we doing? Who's behind it? And what pictures are you trying to paint of Black men, Black women, Black children, people of color in general? It's extremely problematic in that way. Those are the things that concern me way more than who may lose and endure, even though, I don't want anybody to lose anything. But let's keep going.
Have, different demographics, age groups, backgrounds, locations, all of these different things. And so this is going to completely change the landscape of how content creators operate and how they make money. It's going to completely disrupt their money-making abilities. And so I think that right now is the time, because we have, I swear, like 12 months before this is going to get completely flooded.
You think we're all just prompts?
You think I'd be here restocking Clorox if I was just a prompt?
You have a point, Pretty.
Hey, y'all ever think your arguments might be prompts?
Yo, that has to be it. That's why we argue all the time.
He must be prompted to cheat then.
Ain't nobody got you fucked up but that spine begging for mercy under that full back ass back. I've been waiting. Where my fucking food? Motherfucker.
It's been 37 seconds. Shut your hungry, big back-ass, gremlin-looking ass down before I throw you in the fryer and call it a combo.
So there's these accounts showing up on TikTok that are AI generated influencer accounts, and they're all these like black girls who look kind of young and doing like mukbangs and with braces and have like kind of teenage moms with babies and stuff. It's getting a little bit weird. Jeff, my co-founder, just pointed out to me today, and I was like, oh, I actually hadn't peeped this.
Hey, Laquifa, looks like your baby daddy ended up at my crib again. You better buy a leash if you don't want him here no more because he's always running to me. Bye, boo.
This man think I give a fuck about him blocking me. I told bruh I'm about to be with my bitches on top of cars.
On top of cars, on top of cars, shaking butt on top of cars.
For missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday.
1,000 likes, I can have another girlfriend.
He lying. Don't get messed up. Playing with me like I won't flatten that little tire.
Yo, who taught the first teacher? Man, I'm finna stop smoking with your ass.
Rice, black beans, tender chicken, sweet corn, tomato salsa, and a disrespectful amount of guac. Period.
Don't ever use no seasoning. I'm going to my baby mama house. Bye, ho, you're blocked.
You fucking with men that's thinking they cuter than you, oh.
All right. I just can't, like, this is about to get so bad. Like, and it's not even, I would say, perfected to where it could possibly be in another year or 2 years. Like, I think it's going to be seamless. And if you're taking these tools to do this and paint these pictures, it is very scary to me. Ashley, you want to share anything? Because the gorillas with wigs and black woman AI voices are shaking ass on top of cars.
Oh yeah, there's so many more. There's so many more. There's an endless rabbit hole on TikTok if y'all go down it with this AI, and we kind of we can suspect who's behind some of it. But the issue I think with generative AI especially is the fact that there's no legislation around it. There's no safeguards. There's no protections. So while this can be fairly innocuous, right? What we're seeing now, there are other things they can do that are highly problematic, whether it relates to SA, whether it relates to political things like that. And so, I mean, it's definitely something that's got to be grabbed a hold of fairly quickly. But here's the thing. I think it will be. I think before it gets as far as it can go, and believe me, I think it's going to get far. I do think there are going to be some measures that are taken to address it. Just like if we think about YouTube right now in this space, they're doing certain things and putting in demonetization on the AI channels, that are strictly using AI. So I think there will be safeguards eventually put in place. But right now, Tyra, it's the wild, wild west. Protect your kids. Hide your kids, hide your wives. They scooping everybody up. I think it is going to get far worse before it gets better. This is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all.
Yeah.
When I think we're going to see other things, different threats, different
political criminals.
Yeah, we're going to see some race divide things further than just the gorillas. We're going to see some mess before it's all over. But prayerfully, like I said, there can be something that's put in place to put some sort of laws in place around it, because right now there are really none.
Nothing. And I hate that it's moving at a snail's pace. Like, for the most part that these things are up and coming. How long has an AI influencer been in the works and they've been trying to perfect things? I've seen this, and I'm not at all invested in that, but I've seen it for at least the past 4 years. So to not put anything in place and just allow it to be the Wild West, and for people to like, look at her girl eating this chicken, to utilize it in this way is insane. And then we instantly jump into, of course, the low hanging fruit with certain people. And I feel like it's just so tired. This is problematic, but whatever. Is it, hurting anybody? The potential that this has, in a criminal sense is very terrifying. So I really hope that they fix this soon. Because I seen the video and I had to catch myself. I was like, what the hell? And it's like, oh, this is AI. I was like, you couldn't fool me. I didn't know.
Yeah. And you have to be paying attention because the nuance is so tiny as far, even in these, which are fairly good. There are always tells right now, but they're working on it to perfect their prompts and to perfect the technology, and AI learns. That's the thing with it, right? It learns and it evolves and it tries to get better. So
Yeah. I'm just scary. Like if it's this and we in 2 years, how are you going to be able to just tell it apart? Hopefully some things are put into place and we don't wait for the unspeakable, unthinkable. Oh, well, it's to hit the White House now. Now we need to do something because it's threats. We didn't do this. This is an AI. Okay, do something before it hits home. Protect the people also because we need protection.
But what do you think about the things that YouTube is putting in place? Because they rolled that out probably the last year and a half, where there's a whole checklist. Whenever you upload a video, there's a thing, was this AI generated? Did you get assistance with this? So I knew that they were going to be working on something eventually, but what do you think about it now and how they're demonetizing? And there's some big AI channels out there.
I was shocked. It's we utilize YouTube on pretty much a daily basis, but it's rare that I feel like they're doing anything in protection of us or protection of people who are promoting and doing content on a regular basis and prioritizing, hey, if this is AI and you're a particular kind of channel, we about to block all of that. I was surprised, honestly. I was like, oh, what fell off the shelf and broke? I think, and of course, this isn't to protect us. This is to protect
them.
How massive, these things could be. And it's like, oh, we paying AI. What's to stop y'all all from typing up and creating a little AI person or avatar? And now we have all these payouts and Google pays to do. It's for them, but if it benefits us, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a smart decision. I was waiting to see at the time if any other social medias would follow suit, but so far I've only heard about YouTube.
Well, TikTok does have this this originality thing, but we all know what's about to happen with TikTok. There's going to be a US version in September that's coming out. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, but I'm sure somebody's algorithm is going to be able to detect it, because they're saying, I guess they feel like content creators shouldn't be paid for such low effort, right? You're going in, you're generating prompts, it's producing the finished product, and then you're getting a bag. Because some of those AI channels are huge.
I don't even think it's just that you can't put a cap on AI. You can sit and do and produce
unlimited.
It's like, oh no, we're not paying the $5. It was very Martin. We're not paying the $5. We gotta put something on top of this before it gets completely out of hand. I don't know what's happening with this thing here. There we go. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5. Do y'all think that people are tired of everyone on social media copying each other's videos as content creators? Ashley?
Well, so I'm of the mindset that there's no such thing as like a new idea at this point. Everything is some sort of recycling or rehashing. What I will tell you is that I have seen in recent months like blatant, flat out, verbatim stealing content ideas from people, and I think that's deplorable. I know for us in this space, there's always going to be overlap with other creators, especially depending on, I mean, it's TV, so a lot of us watch similar shows, but as far as bar for bar, note for note, I'm seeing that a lot more. Like, even like I've done TikToks that I've found other people that literally had all of my same talking points, which is crazy work. Like, I get maybe one, you have a feeling, we both shared a sentiment, but like bar for bar. And I've seen an uptick in it. Like, it's a thing. People are going off about their content being stolen. And I mean, like I said, there is always going to be some overlap, but I think that it's really terrible just to steal someone's stuff.
Yeah.
No,
but I think that's why it's also really, really great to be a Struggle Reviews TV, because it's certain things you can copy, then it's certain things that you can't. So when you're a Struggle and you're a Sweet Pea, you can only get so much of Ashley. Yeah, you can't copy certain things. I think that's the benefit of not being an avatar or using AI to construct your entire video, because I don't care. I've looked. I'm like, nobody's videos are gonna look and sound like mine's or Ashley, even if we're talking about the same things. Now, we can't stop anybody from looking and okay, was she? But we can't do that. But your personality is always going to be that, and I think that's the benefit of being I want to say real content creator, but in the flesh, because if you're not, then it's just kind of up for grabs. But, child. Oh Lord, this is scary. Let me get this gorilla off the screen.
Please, Lord Jesus. Sick.
Off the damn screen and see where we want to go. We're gonna go here.
Oh, it's right here! It's right here! Oh my gosh! Yo! Oh my god! Oh my god! We got hella real estate! Oh my gosh! We got hella real estate! Nah!
Yo.
We did it. Tone made it.
Bro, y'all boys look good, boy.
Tone made it. The body wash, boom.
Body wash out, nigga.
The on-the-go cologne, boom. The deodorant, boom. The lip balm, boom.
Wow.
Wow.
Y'all niggas in Target, bro.
Oh, it's right here. It's right.
Bro, I've been seeing a lot of people mad at us that we got Tone in Target, bro. And it's like, everybody that's saying that, bro, is they hypocrites, bro. They being hypocrites. They are lying. All right? Like, if they had a product and Target wanted them to put it in Target, they would do that because it's what's best for business. Like the same way our goal, like shout out to Target for putting Tone in Target, but that's not where it stopped. Tone, we want Tone in Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, gas stations. You feel me? All around the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's, bro. If you actually, no cap, if you actually are an entrepreneur and you own a business, and if you didn't, that would be bad for business, you stupid motherfucker. What the fuck? You feel me? All around the world, bro.
He most certainly doesn't know how distribution works, but according to the comments, they did not agree with him at all. Now, somebody by the name of Pixel Bass said they could have launched independently, so that's not an excuse. They are big enough, referring to their platforms. Target ain't the only store in the world, and is clearly using them as leverage for their own agenda. Just shows they can be brought, in my opinion. Now, somebody else said, not all business is good business, Duke. That's business 101, and it makes y'all look hella tone deaf, and it shows that y'all don't pay attention to the important things going on, which is absolutely true. Duke Dennis and the rest of the gang act like they don't know what's going on in the real world, but it's like if you had real world practicality, you'd know not to align your product with that company. Since June 3rd, Target has been down $12 billion in revenue. So what exactly was your product supposed to do on a Target shelf? Absolutely nothing. See, this is the type of propaganda that I'm not falling for. Black people supporting businesses that we all as a collective decided to boycott. Now, Kai Cenat and his band of merry men have had a partnership with Target, and they decided to let him spend the night there. Now, in Kai's live stream, you can see images here while they were playing bumper cars in the aisleway, as well as they slightly plugged their product, and that has a lot to do with this story. Now, apparently, Kai had launched a brand called Tone that was being featured at Target. And because of that brand partnership, they decided to allow Kai, and again, his band of merry men, to spend the night and live stream in a Target store.
Now, I don't know who would be living under a rock and not know who Kai Cenat is. I don't watch Kai, but I know exactly who he is. He's extremely popular and successful in the streaming, probably the biggest streamer on this platform and several others. From my understanding, he's very young, very black, and he has the whole entire AMP crew, and they have a house, and it's straight content creation. It's not just him. Them as a collective themselves, they have this brand deal with Target, and we see how it's going. Everybody, for the most part, y'all know what happened, have decided to actively boycott all things Target. And then it's like Target trying to double back because they have been losing substantial amount of money, but we don't want to fix anything. We don't want to do the right thing. What we will do is pull from popularity, and hopefully this space will bring in the Black folks again. We're trying to do everything else, but, correct where they messed up. And they're hoping that this young, who is an influencer, massive, will bring in profit and more Black faces instead of correcting what I feel like they did wrong. Ashley, how do you feel about this? Do you feel, because a lot of people feel, Like, leave them alone. Who wouldn't take it? They're Kai's extremely unproblematic. Y'all trying to stop a black man's bag as well as his cruise. It's that. And then other people feel like, if we're all standing for something, then you need to stand with us, regardless of how much money that they offered you. Ashley?
And so I do think, I mean, a lot of people, this might be like a hot take. I do feel like this is a nuanced conversation. However, what I will start out by saying is that Kai was not desperate for any bag. He is really in position right now to have any product he launches put in any store with high distribution. Okay, so that's the thing on that. This is not something he had to do. And in solidarity to the people and the cause and the indie brands who are just starting out and need distribution and exposure, this was kind of a slap in the face to them, because he could have went to any of the big box retailers and got a deal, right? And might have made even more money than what Target was willing to pay them, because they are in a shortfall right now with the business that they've lost. On the other side of that, I find I have a moral dilemma with people fighting for something, right? Like, this is your cause. You believe in it. You want to boycott it, and you have a right to choose that cause. I take issue and umbrage with somebody telling somebody else what they need to take umbrage with. Kai Cenat is his own person. He's his own man. He can do what he wants to do. However, he will have to deal with whatever those consequences are. But I'm a person of free thought, and I believe everyone should be entitled to their belief system. Like, Black people are not monoliths. We talk about this all the time in TV, in movies. We are not all the same. We do not all share a brain. People can do what the hell they want to do. And like I said, and deal with the consequences, because there'll be backlash, right? But I saw a lot of Black influencers flued out to Essence by Target, much smaller than a Kai Cenat, and I didn't see them getting the same smoke that he's getting. So I'm just very interested in the conversation. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. Child, Duke Dennis was just lighting off firecrackers in his house, so you can't trust anything he says. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, I think people are good with people choosing when it's the part that they want them to choose, but anytime it's anything different than what the masses want for them, it becomes problematic. Would I have done it? No. Kai's in position to not have to do anything he don't want to do, but it's his right.
Yeah, he could have definitely sold this, but Kai could have got on a live, said, "Hey, purchase my tone." They would have.
I mean, yeah,
he has a very massive audience, but at the same time, I'm not the person who's gonna, "Hey, Black man, I know you're not going to Target. We said we were boycotting." Like, no, I don't think that's anybody's position to do. All you can do is say, "Damn, Kai, I really wish you and the AMP crew would have maybe did it somewhere else. That way we could still stand with you and support you. I'm not going to Target." And that's just your right to do. But I don't think it's anybody's responsibility to dictate these are very young, new money Black men. Young Black man. And child.
Educated Blizzak, Kai is not broke. Quit playing.
No.
He ain't broke in any kind of way.
Not from what I know. Like, he's not hurting for, this opportunity, but Kai doesn't seem like he's turning down his collar to too much anything. I think the only thing I saw Kai turn down was when was it Kamala Harris, when she was like, "Hey, you want to," a lot of people have been trying to utilize him in the industry, as far as entertainment, as far as politics, business, because he is so influential. It's up to him to decide what and who he wants to turn down. And unfortunately, he decided, "Hey, I don't give a damn what y'all doing. I'm putting, like, this is a big thing." Meanwhile, you have someone who's not a Kai Cenat, and a lot of these Black people who were having their products shipped and carried by Target, they have been all dropped. Because you're not making anything shake. They're not coming here to buy these things. They were immediately dropped. You even have somebody like, "Hey, my sweet babies." What is her name?
Yeah.
Tabitha,
But she went on and was like, she was gonna keep her stuff in Target too. So, I mean, it's their take for a bag. What are you willing to do for the bag? Honestly, I see some of you guys commented about Kai. I don't know nothing about Kai except Streamer University and the fact that he always have a bunch of boys in the room with him on the video game or
Yeah, I
you know,
see
that's
the
all I know.
comments. I have seen the comment where, because Kai, I believe, is of Haitian descent, and he has went on a tangent saying, Black Americans, they don't have any real culture, da da da. Like he has said his little, disparaging things, especially early on. What, how old is Kai? 20, 21? I don't know. So early on would have been really early, but he has said things. Kai is not somebody that's out of my age bracket, y'all.
No.
That's like, as far as I'm concerned, Kai's a little boy with silver caps. His baby gone over there, sweetie. You check yourself. I just don't give it that much, pull. But I just wanted to acknowledge it because baby people are mad. It's like, Kai, you could have went anywhere. Anybody could have. Yeah, but I went to Target. Fight me. Like Target probably paid who knows what. Because he's going to bring these people in when you could probably go out the cheaper route and rewrite your wrongs, and maybe people will come back. To go this effort and this lane, like, we going to get the blacks, not just the blacks, but the young blacks. Yeah, Kai's audience, I don't think they can't vote. They don't even have jobs. They don't have.
Child, Lord. That girl from yonder, I know you're in Canada. As far as what I know from Target, the Target boycott was just that they were no longer rolling out their DEI programs in the future, but they weren't necessarily getting rid of any of their old contracts. It was going to be based on, what they wanted for their store in the moment. I guess they didn't want to be bound by, getting so many Black indie brands in store every year, which is what I think the diversity and inclusion, I think it had to do something with hiring as well as product placement and things like that. And so that was the push. They weren't going to be enforcing that any longer. Therefore, putting a lot of young, smaller brands out in the cold without really a possibility of being competitive, right? So that was kind of the issue from my understanding.
Yeah, and then we have Kai. Kai is maybe hurting for nothing. It's just like, yeah, I don't think he cares about what this means or them trying to use him in this way, as well as, Duke Dennis and the rest of them. Like, we got a bag. Like, why y'all acting like this? Why y'all mad?
And collaboration, as well as this overnight stay, the internet did not take too kindly to it. And a lot of people are calling Kai a sellout because he's doing this brand partnership with Target. While other people believe that he only did this so he could promote his brand, which is fine. And because Kai also has a younger audience, they're probably going to fall for this.
I also do question the regular Black person in America. If given this opportunity, how many would turn it down for the cause? I'm just saying, mouth service is one thing, but really having the opportunity, signing on the dotted line and getting a bag is something totally different. And I wonder that. And I wonder if people put themselves in that mind frame.
Mom needs a new pair of shoes. Baby needs some formula. Baby need diapers. Like the that's why I don't place judgment there. It's easy to judge a situation that you're not in. I'm not in them rooms. I'm not in them Casanat rooms to make that kind of decision. And this isn't something where he is, it's indecent. It's, oh my God, it's the immoral acts that got, no, he's selling his skincare, body care, whatever in Target. Yeah, I'm not going to sit and say, oh, I would definitely turn that down. And I'm going right back to my apartment. Excuse me? It's easy to say what you're not going to do when you're not in that I ain't in the conversation. I know morally there are certain things that I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not doing that. Yeah. But this, I can't say for sure this is one of those.
Yeah, I don't know. I want people to be thinking about that because it's easy to jump on a bandwagon and be very, very angry. But I think sometimes if we sit and just get kind of cognitive about a situation, we can kind of see it from both sides. But
Kai doesn't lose anything. Kai's target audience, they're not going to care about this.
They don't give a damn.
They don't care about this. The most he's going to maybe lose is, well, Tone didn't do what we thought it would. I'm already paid.
Yeah.
For whatever this is. And, push come to shove, I can promote it on my lives. I can promote it elsewhere. I can start up my own little shipping, processing, everything, and just sell direct.
He could have infrastructure for that.
He could build a whole damn factory if he wanted to. Like, he's not going to lose anything here, except for, the couple of voices that are shouting out now, saying that he's a sellout, or why would you do that? We're supposed to be standing in solidarity against Target. Child.
Yeah, and most of his audience members don't actually have bank accounts or driver's licenses for that matter.
All right, let's move on. Let's go here.
And I'll never say, and I see you educated, Blizzak. I don't know what's in that man's bank account, but I know coming off of Streamer University, that was a whole bag in and of itself. I don't know what his spending habits are. You're right. He could be cash poor. We don't know, but I know he's still making money every day, hand over fist.
That's cash poor. I'm trying to pull up.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh wait, let me, because I don't be on them trigger streets.
Trigger
warning.
essay.
Trigger warning, essay warning for anybody who maybe could be triggered in the chat before I play this video. This is the latest victim, not so much. It could be Tyler Perry, but of Tyler Perry Studios, just the same. People who work directly and are linked in or in positions at the Tyler Perry Studios pretty much being accused of the exact same thing. And it's like a little bandwagon situation. Everybody's, if you have some power, because he named several names here, you're running around and you're having your way and assaulting and whatever these men who are fellow, working on these sets or they're acting on these shows. This is Braxton. Let's get into what he had to say. Oh Jesus!
I'm not about to hide anything with you guys. I'm not. And I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. And I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni. I want you guys to know what you guys did to me was very unlawful. And me being a retired vet, U.S. Army vet, going through post-traumatic stress disorder, going through mood, depressions, everything that I've claimed in my testimony. You all covered it up. You all covered up a felony crime of what Mark Swin has done to me. But he's an LA resident. All right? Y'all tracking what I'm saying? 2022, my incident. I get sexually assaulted and raped, drugged, blacked out. That's a felony crime. And it happened in Georgia as a LA resident. So if you guys don't know the laws in Georgia, this is what they put against me. They said I had 2 years of a statute of limitation. I got 5 months late. 2 years of statute. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. TP, I'm not afraid of none of y'all. I'm not afraid of none of your lawyers. I'm not even part of this business, entertainment business anymore. You're going to get exposed. And I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. And I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni.
Ashley? Ma'am. It's a lot.
It is. So, oh, Lord, let me start by saying this. If you are a parent of boys, if you're in community with even young men, I would say, like as a girl, when you're growing up, at least me, my mom was very mindful of letting me know certain precautions, certain safeguards, certain things to watch for. And sometimes I don't feel like boys get that same education because they're boys, right? Like, never leave your drink unattended. Don't be here, don't be in situations alone with strangers or people that you don't know well, or even some that you do know well. And I feel like it's very, very unfortunate. I do also want to say, I think something happened to this man. I can see in his eyes something happened to this man. I don't know what exactly, because his story's different. Like If you go down the rabbit hole, you'll see like he said, he was drug blacked out, so he wasn't awake during whatever, but afterwards he found certain fluids and stuff, right? Afterwards. My heart goes out to him. I do think he's in pain. I think something happened to him. However, the timing is very, very odd to me, off the heels of the Tyler Perry suit. And in some of his videos, he even talks about it. So you mean to tell me y'all told me my statute of limitation was up, I couldn't do X, Y, or Z, but this other man is able to come out now and sue Tyler Perry for 260 million. I've been wronged and I want my just due now. Sir, go get it if you can. Like because I do believe something happened to him, and it's not beyond anybody to cover it up, to be honest with you. But I think he's also damaged. I think he's definitely got some issues he's got to deal with. Also, he said this happened in 2022. I don't know if he continued working on the Oval. I mean, those are all things you kind of have to think about, not only for the court of public opinion, but if this does make it to court. We saw what just happened with Cassie. Are you wanting to have your life opened up in that way that could further cause you greater harm in this situation? For Braxton, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the result of it's going to be. Again, he's not claiming Tyler Perry did anything to him, but someone who was an executive that working for Tyler, but Tyler knew about this situation and proceeded to cover up. We don't know any more details, because why have you been quiet for all of these years since then? That was 2022. We're in 2025. Did they give you hush money? Like, what was the situation? And I think if there's something he doesn't want to come out, I don't know how you take that to court, Tyra. But I mean, I hope he finds peace in whatever, and maybe some justice. I do think something happened to him.
Most definitely. I myself, I don't care too much about the timing, because sometimes it does take for you to see everybody's not built to be the first person. And then if who knows, what type of fear is around this, especially with him saying he's making it sound like maybe the state of Georgia was on Tyler Perry's side. Like I didn't get a fair shake in the difference between his situation and an active LA resident. So him maybe seeing someone else, the first man who came out and was like, you know what? I want to come out too. Some people just aren't built to be that first person. So I don't mind the timing of it. I definitely think something happened to him.
But for statute of limitations, he's got to come out with it. Unfortunately, that's how the law works, not how I work.
I just don't like how it's always trivial when it's a man, and it's just like, oh, like it's almost, oh, here comes another. Like immediately, all I saw was, who is this man? I watched the Oval. I've never seen you. Like, what does that have to do with anybody? This is a man saying that he's a victim and he's making a claim, and you need to take it seriously. And that's why I don't mind him coming out, because the public scrutiny and ridicule, those are the moments that make the man go, yeah, I'm not going to say anything, especially if I want to, whatever their lifestyle may be or their social standing, they don't want to be judged, so they won't come out. But if you see someone else, just like where they came out, it's giving me the strength to come out as well, even though he's not, claiming anything against Tyler Perry per se. He's not the victimizer. Most of the times, if you are what they're saying Tyler Perry is, you have a team. You have a team and you're moving in these spaces and you guys are all moving the same way. So situations like this, I think give more levity to who people are claiming Tyler Perry to secretly be. And he didn't just, he's naming names. There's so many Christian, people we have come out. We're saying things without saying them, and we don't name any names. And I'm glad that he's doing this, because we have these situations happen and we'll mow around who it is exactly. I'm glad he mentioned names, because this may make people aware of who they maybe need to stay vigilant with, who I need to be a little wary of, because Tyler Perry Studios is massive. A lot of people there. I feel like this is the link in the chain of events that are gonna start coming out, because they're coming. Because all it takes is one person, and now that one person has made that leap, and we're suing, and I'm getting this claim, I think Braxton Wells will be the second of many. And that's just really unfortunate. This is a broken man. It's really hard to listen to him speak and even just reflect. And it seems like something he had to come to terms with to even be set here and do this, because he's still like very visibly shaken up. So that's just unfortunate. But I'm glad he said their names. And like he said, even if, whatever comes of this, at least maybe the next person can be saved, or another person can also, okay, this happened to Braxton and it happened to me too. This is very, very unfortunate. And this is gross. And I hate that people tend to act like this is kind of left field and coming out of nowhere. And oh my God, there has been discussion about Tyler since I can remember. Or, his affinity, like whatever to man, and the phenotype and the whole thing. There's always been suggestive little cheeky things, and it's always kind of written off as comedy. There's nothing funny about this, and I just hope people take this very seriously. Anything else on Braxton, Ashley?
Yeah, I hope he's getting some sort of active help. Like, to me, this is a man who's on the edge. And that's my concern. And yeah, he did go to the police after, but again, it was still too late. That's the issue.
5 months too late.
It was 5 months too late. Like, that's the thing. You have to report it. You have to go get the DNA tested. Like, it's so important, if you're ever the victim of a sexual assault, that you are seen as soon as you can be. And I mean, it's easier said than done, but in terms of the law and actually getting justice for the crimes that were committed against you, it's important. I'm in no way shaming him for waiting. However, in order to get justice, a lot of times you do have to come forward early. And I know it's even harder being a man to be violated in that way. And he talks about he was a veteran. He served as well in the service. So there's that. I pray the best for this man. I hope he's taking care of his mental health, because it's going to be an uphill battle. Like you said, Tyler Perry has a team. The studios have a legal team. And I don't know what his resources look like, but I'm sure it's not anything compared to what they have. So I just hope he gets through it and fares well.
And I just say be vigilant. I think how he's saying, he was a vet, and I'm sure this is something he came back to. Maybe he was trying to get into the acting world, but people drop all discernment in a room with certain people. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Tyler. I don't care if it's his team. I don't care what they're promising at any function. Just be very agile and vigilant about who you're standing next to and who you're in these rooms with, regardless of their celebrity.
And double up if you have to. If you can go with a friend who's going to have your back and not leave without you. I mean, like I said, that was always taught to me. If you go together, you go home together. Like, if you leave together, you come home together. I think men at this point, not only because what we talked about last week with the trees and all that, but also in these types of situations, there's safety in numbers. So if there's at least two of you, I feel like that's a safety precaution to have in place. But Godspeed to Braxton. I hope he gets justice.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that, finishing it off, this is really bad, but I feel like how we have certain like instant narratives of who maybe took a bag and who didn't. For anybody, Tyler Perry and whoever's with him to move in this space, I feel like there's a whole lot of people who have been propositioned, been taken advantage of, and probably decided, you know what, I'd rather not deal with that. Let me just take the bag and, go lick my wounds.
Yeah.
This I think this is a visual of deciding to maybe opt to maybe lick your wounds or whatever. Like, I think you should choose self and go to the police. And then, the stigma, like, oh, who's gonna believe me? It's the Tyler Perry. Chill. I'll be waiting for the next person to come out of nowhere.
To a breaking story we have been following the last few hours out of East Point, where police say an employee stabbing her own manager to death. This all happening inside a McDonald's on 9 Mile.
There was some sort of verbal altercation between this manager and an employee who, incidentally, the daughter says they were friends, that they were friendly. The employee goes home, according to police, gets a knife, comes back, stabs the manager. We've learned her name is Jennifer Harris, 39 years old. 6 children, a single mom, working here for 15 years, stabs her to death. And then somebody in the drive-thru, this is happening in the area of where the employees are working in the drive-thru section of the fast food restaurant. Somebody going through the drive-thru, a CPL holder, sees everything happen. He shoots his gun in the air to try to stop everything. Unfortunately, he is not successful in doing so. But as the suspect is running out of the McDonald's, The police say that the man with the gun actually ran after her and held her at gunpoint until police arrived.
Made by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people.
Now that was right before the incident. I brought this here because, and I'm going to continue the rest of the video. This mother of 6 lost her life, the manager at this McDonald's. And a lot of people have been leading, from what I can see, not a lot, some, too many from what my taste, with that bullying narrative. Well, you know how the managers hell on wheels, and they think they own the universe because they're the manager of a such and such, and they can be. That doesn't give you license to take someone's life, or even kind of use that bully crutch, because I feel like it has become one now, to say whatever, bullied or not, or if you were, told something or whatever, please. Like, I just didn't like what was being painted. But this is what they are saying that she was doing, and why the manager asked her to go home, or why she's asked her to go multiple times, or maybe cut her hours, because we want to, work at McDonald's, but we also want to be part-time influencer. So we're taking our time back here doing stuff like this, where, hey, we're trying to make it a moment and capture whatever. And it's like, yeah, you can clock out. You can clock out because you're not going to be on the clock to make content. There's that. And then there's some other stuff here as well. But I thought that this was insane. Lord. Yeah, she has some music in the background.
Who was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She died.
My God.
She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
How many kids does your mom?
6. All 6 of us. Me and my
5 girls
siblings.
and 1 boy.
My brother. And she's aware that she took us from her. We met everybody at McDonald's. My mama always shared with everybody that she loved her kids, showed them pictures of us. We would come up here. We met her co-workers. We met the lady and everything. I don't understand why she had to kill her.
Now, this is prior. This is before. I'm almost certain that this is the weapon that she decided to use to take this lady's life. But this is clearly somebody who is unhinged. I also wanted to talk about it because with certain jobs, especially in the fast food industry, it's, that narrative of, oh, they'll hire anybody. I think so much of what we're seeing with this woman, I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but she's clearly unhinged and kind of off her rocker in a way. And it's like, just be mindful. I don't care where it is, what fast food, everybody, needs to be evaluated properly for what. I don't care what you're flipping in the back or drive through. Evaluate these people, because clearly this is someone who wasn't okay. But let's keep going.
Nah, this stays at home though. I'm not gonna bring this to work because that wouldn't look right, I guess.
I'm a serial killer.
It's the stuff she's posting.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher. I really hate that name.
Leave Dexter out. File number 25354, People versus Afani Badu Muhammad. Counsel appearances for the record, please. Your name, please, ma'am?
Afani Muhammad.
Very good. You're here today for arraignment on the charges of murder in the first degree, premeditated, count 2, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and a habitual second notice. Mr. Licata, how does your client wish to proceed?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. At this time, my client is asking the court to hear a not guilty plea.
I'm gonna stop there with her not guilty plea. These are those scenarios where people are so out of it that if we mix bullying with claims of, oh, well, I was harassed, I was mistreated, I'm maybe not all there mentally, and a combination of everything, and that's when we get off and get lesser whatever due to insanity. I'm really hoping that that's not what occurs here. I don't want to hear anybody else say nothing about, how managers can, please. This is just really, really crazy. But I feel like this is another situation where we're trumping bullying and where this person may be mentally over what happened to this victim. I think that's bullshit, and I don't want to see it anymore. But I wanted to bring this here because the story that we had with the little boy, you know what I'm talking about, Ashley. I replaced it with this one because this was disturbing to me. Ashley?
Yeah. She's clearly demonized. This chick is literally uh working for the other side, clearly, in my opinion. Um but yeah, people got to get a grip. People got to get a grip because I think all those people that you'll see in the comments that are like, she probably deserved it, whatever, blah, 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 any way to justify it. I didn't see it until they had Luigi. I didn't see it until Luigi, how people were so ecstatic, like super excited about someone's life being taken. And I'm like, oh, there's a shift. Like, there's a shift in the culture. It's pervasive. So it doesn't surprise me that people would be in there justifying this murderer's actions. But there's nothing that lady could have done to you in that job, aside from harming you physically, that would have warranted you taking her life. And the fact that she sat in the car and said, I don't care that she has kids. I don't care that she has this life, knowing full well she was the sole provider to 6 babies. This is especially heinous to me. Like I don't know. The Lord would have to deal with my heart in terms of this person, because I can't rationalize it in my mind how cheap people believe a human life is. You didn't like what she said to you. You liked that she corrected you for filming while you were on the job. Like that's what it was. You felt disrespected by her because she cut your hours because you were making TikToks while you were supposed to be working. Like, get a grip. And then it makes me feel like, what's next? Like, do managers have to come like with the 9, with the 4-4? Like, is
Some
that
do. I'm
like
sure some do. I've seen
we
some
have
of the most violent videos and stuff pop off at a fast food
fast food
place.
restaurant?
It is not
Absolutely.
worth it.
It's
Like,
not.
manager or not, but when I tell you I'm walk away. It is not worth it because you just never know. I've seen some crazy stuff. Like, what? It's McDonald's. It's Wendy's. It's not worth that. And then you have people who do want to just come to work and do their jobs properly, but you just never know. The way she's talking, she's saying it like maybe, I guess, physically, or her image, or just her vernacular or whatever. It was criticized, or she was bullied in that way because of how she shows up,
Recently.
or what.
I don't give a damn. Quit that little job. Here's the thing. She probably couldn't get another job because when they were reading out her charges at her arraignment, it sounded like they said she's a habitual. So you've been slicing people. You've been slicing and dicing people, and they let you out before. And I know people are like, oh, they need to be more lenient with some of these sentences. No, the hoe should have been locked up before if you've cut somebody up. Like, this is a pattern of behavior that clearly she's demonstrated before. She shouldn't have been around people, Tyra.
No, this is this. And
Right.
then there's the social media aspect. And I don't know who follows her. She's, serial killer obsessed. There's things where it looks like she may be sacrificing animals. Like, there's
Oh, God.
there's telltale signs of this person doesn't need to be anywhere. But if it's, have it your way, we just hiring who we don't, yeah, we ain't doing no nothing. This isn't a corporate job. Like, yeah, hire them, whatever. It is unfortunate. A lot of places where it may be a fast food chain, and some others is where you get people who are kind of at the end of their rope. They may be a little like, okay, well, you got how many felonies, how many misdemeanors? We'll hire you. Like, oh, what's in your background? They will hire you, because not a lot of people, a lot of people are not built for the fast food industry. This is why I don't eat. Like, this is who's handling the food. Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh, it's
I'm
heartbreaking
cool.
though.
I just thought this was so sad. Like you took this lady's life over what?
And I think it's important that we see this because we automatically assume that people who ideate, have homicidal ideations, look a certain way or speak a certain way, or those ones who are always plotting or obsessed with serial unalivers, they look a certain way and they don't. Like listen, they're everywhere. So just be mindful and be on the lookout. Like, my God. That lady went to work thinking she's just going to do her job for the day. And I don't give a damn if she was mean. I'll say it. Maybe if she was, okay, she was mean. So that didn't mean you take her life. That means you find something else.
I think just at 15 years, I think she meant business. And if you're not doing your job, you can get off my clock. I'm not about to play with you, little girl type energy.
Girl,
That's what I
you
think
know,
that
they got
was.
goals and McDonald's and managers be making bank if they meet their goals. You know what I mean? She trying to get a bag for them 6 kids.
I'll just say it's not worth it. With the stuff that I've seen occurring in these places, baby, leave. Just leave. Whether you're the manager or you're just, the cashier, leave. It's just not worth it. Please.
Her beautiful babies. My heart goes out. My prayers go out to the family.
Oh, Lord.
Just
y'all, we gonna take a little pause for the calls, and we gonna come back because I need a little sip of water.
It's a new weirdo every week. Put it up for my seeds. No trip for the I'm just trying to have a good time. No trip for the disease. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. You know you asked for this, right? They do anything for club. Do anything for club. Watch your mouth. Stay in your place. Get out the way. Then your ass can pay. No disrespect. We trippin', but we love, yeah. Swapping out cars from I bought her the Lambo, she bought me the ring. Swapping. Practice, make practice. Nigga, it's never too late. You know you asked for this, right? Out of the state. Then I get the bills up out of the bank.
Shout out to the over 100 people here. Please hit that like button for us and show us some love. Now, leaving that there. Let me delete that. I don't want that nowhere, and go delete that. We're gonna get into LeAngelo Ball. Ashley, do you know anything about little LeAngelo?
Child, only his raggedy daddy. And let me not call it Daddy Raggedy. I watched that little reality show because, it was the 3 ball boys and they all played basketball. And the father was like the coach, manager, whatever. And it was when the oldest, I guess, had gotten a lot of notoriety and he was turning down all the teams because he wanted $1 million or whatever he wanted. And that's all I know of them people. And then just, I think last year, I found out Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop was with one of the brothers. And I was like, what? And then a couple months later, we saw he was leaving her for somebody else after Nikki had a baby or something. That's the extent of what I know.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You knew more than I did.
Yeah. I try to be in the know a little bit.
I don't be trying to be into nothing. I'm trying to put this super chat on the screen from Darfalina. There we go. On a lighter note, did y'all see Klay Thompson's latest IG post? No, I saw Megan Thee Stallion over there with Klay. I saw him, Darfalina. I saw him.
Yeah, he was in the background. I said, what he's doing there? What's him doing there?
Man? She gonna keep a tall man if she don't do nothing else.
I'm not mad.
Let's get into this. I only wanted to talk because I could care less about Lee. I think LeAngelo's kind of getting more into becoming a rapper anyway. But I would just say never go into something discrediting the other woman. Let's go.
Apparently, linguine pasta has swerved on that corner a little bit too hard and hit a fire hydrant in a pothole. Whoa. According to Miss Nikki Baby, literature has swerved out of the carpool lane into regular traffic to start a whole new life with Rashida Nicole. It's something about them Rashidas. Mind you, they already had one child together, but they just had a second child on December 3rd, 2024, last year. But liability don't care about none of that and has shaken, just like some Jell-O, then jiggled and wiggled out this relationship. So Miss Nikki Baby posted, I see everyone has been sending me Jell-O cheese cheating on me, I want to clear this up and speak my truth. I am just as surprised as you are. We spent 3.5 years together, and last week he decided to walk out on his kids and I and tell me he got someone else pregnant, allegedly. And I was creating a whole new life with her. We were just happy and planning family photos. I am beyond blindsided by this whole thing. The ultimate betrayal is not even the word. My daughter is not even 2 months old, and dealing with this in postpartum is very hard. Please pray for me and my healing because I will get through this. I have to be strong for my kids, but I have absolutely no words. Karma is real, and God don't like ugly. I hope it was worth losing his family. And for liability to do this to her is crazy, especially because she dealing with postpartum and all that. So this is insane. So then Rashida Nicole responded with a video.
People playing victim on the internet. One, people move on, things change. Yes, it may not be updated or addressed to the internet because it's not for y'all. People have private lives. We have real lives out here. You don't know what's going on.
Rashida, please.
So everybody coming for me and trying to slut shame me and woman shame me, and I'm so sick of that narrative. Like, y'all so quick to blame the woman. Y'all don't know what's going on. People love to play victim for the internet. Half the time, that lady don't even have her kids. Let's be clear. There is no abandonment over here. Number two.
Come on, number two. Come on.
The lady and her family are racist. I don't care what anybody says. She always got the N-word in her mouth. You are not black at all.
Rashida.
No, surprise. Stop posting about me. Stop trying to throw shade. Like, just leave me alone.
Pull the lever. Listen, we already got one Rashida that rap like Shawty Low and is a sticky note and been getting embarrassed on TV for 15 plus years. I don't think I have the storage space for another Rashida. I don't. And so Miss Nikki Baby responded, I'm not with my kids. The only person who's not with them is their daddy. Girl, you wanted attention. You got it. You can keep him with the trash can emoji. Boo, tomato, tomato. Then Nikki Baby said, for your information, he told me on the text that she's pregnant. Coward, pathetic stuff. Dang, liaison, you couldn't call her and tell her? That's crazy. Then lastly, she said, my issues about my family and my children are with my baby daddy. I'm not addressing no side of collard greens. And then if all that wasn't enough, then Liberia posted a picture with Rashida Nicole on his story. He really swerving on that corner. That man playing Mario Kart. And then Rashida posted, meanwhile, wine and dine. And that's his hand with his tattoos and all that. Trifling. I just feel so bad for Miss Nikki Baby because I know Library got her head all over the place.
Baby to file for divorce. TMZ just exclusively broke a report that LiAngelo Ball has filed for divorce with his short-term wife, Rashida Nicole. This should have been running for the hills the second he refused to kiss her on that BET Awards red carpet a couple of weeks ago.
Hello, Smooch. Hello, Smooch. Hello, kiss.
I knew something was off when she announced her pregnancy last week, and LiAngelo Ball was nowhere to be found in her pregnancy photos. Instead of him being on set, he was in the comments. He actually left a fire heart emoji with a lock and key emoji that Rashida actually liked, and since he has filed for divorce, she has limited her comments. I'm already knowing Miss Nikki Baby is sitting in the west wing of her mansion, cackling like a witch. Angelo to leave Miss Nikki Baby for Rashida, get Rashida pregnant, and then leave her before he's even able to drop the baby is insane. He must have thought he was gonna treat her different. I don't know why, because Miss Nikki Baby is pretty and she got the bag. Rashida got as beauty, so I don't know why she figured her case would be any different than Miss Nikki Baby's. People are speculating that Rashida and Jello might have jumped the broom back in February, and if that's the case, married 6 months before he filed for divorce. TMZ is claiming that he filed on July 3rd. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this. I'm not shocked, but I'm definitely surprised that he didn't wait for her to drop the baby. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments.
Ciao. Ashley?
It's a strong spirit of delusion over these young people in the world, Tyra. I learned a very long time ago, baby. What a man will do to one, he will do to another. The man ain't stopped being that man because he got with you, Rashida. And what an unfortunate name. Just as we think about Rashida and Kirk. I'm just saying. I mean, I know a couple of nice Rashidas, but my God, you really thought that this was cute. Just like, you know how they used to say about women, you can't make a hoe a housewife. You can't make that man hoe a husband. You can't do it. If he left his pregnant current girlfriend, who he already had another child with, in the midst of all that to be with you, did you think you wouldn't be next for the next hot young thing that came around? Or if the wind just blew a different way? I think there's got to be, listen, your coochie ain't special. I'm so sorry.
You stole what I was going to say.
I'm so sorry.
Did you mute yourself, Ashley?
I did. I said, I know Maya Angelou said there were diamonds at the meeting of her hips and all that, but baby, there's really not. And it just be so, and she comes with all the energy to
Yeah.
Nikki, right? Like, oh,
You're my
she
man.
she says this, it's all about her. And here's another life lesson, ladies. Don't go on talking about that man's ex-woman and her just don't even you already did it. You already went over here knowing what the situation was because he's so public. I just think it's sad and unfortunate. It doesn't feel as though there's any sort of girl code. And it's been this way for a long time. This hasn't happened overnight, of course. But in my mind, there was a time, Tyra, that when you knew a man was involved with somebody, you'd be like, "Oh no, you're married. You have a like no, that's not something I do." And now it's almost like a sign me in, coach, put me in the game, coach. Like, yeah, I'm down for that. I just don't get the culture. And I mean, listen, payday someday, right? What you reap, you're gonna sow at some point. This was just a Uno reverse, very quick, very quick,
Girl, 6
very,
months,
very quick.
5 to 6 months of marriage. Girl, Ashley couldn't have said it better. Stop thinking you have special mouth, special coochie. Like it's gonna fix whatever defect that this man has to where he don't want to settle down. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. If the coochie's there, I'm following it. If they are prompt and ready to go to leave a current girlfriend or wife with a baby, 2 babies, pregnant, whatever, you could easily be next. Do not think you're different. And don't always assume when you're linking with somebody coming out of a situation. Hopefully, it's not about somebody that's not coming out of a, well, yeah, we have a fresh 2-month baby on deck. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away, stay clear from that anyway. But nobody's going to tell you what they did. Nobody's going to disparage themselves in these dynamics. They're not going to be forthcoming with information. It's just going to be everything that was problematic with the other woman, and you blame her and bring your raggedy ass to the internet. My man, my man, my man, and windmilling for somebody who dropped you like a bad habit. Big pregnant. Like, damn.
And then talking about what he does for his kids to the
Yeah.
mother of his kids. That is so crazy. And I want everyone to really get it deep down in their hearts that men who habitually cheat have character issues. That is a major character flaw. It's not just going to go away. That is some deep-seated it's listen, it's a defect. It's a moral failing when they are repeatedly cheating on people. It's not ever going to change with you. It's not going to change outside of some deep therapy and a desire to change. Like it's weird to me. You think you can make him be somebody that he was never.
Special coochie.
No.
I don't know why people don't understand, especially, and I don't care. I'm gonna say with a man, ain't nothing better than some coochie, but some new coochie. Like it's new, it's fresh, it's unmarked territory. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be doted on. You're gonna have dates, and you think you're gonna stunt online and do these things because, girl, he finna give me everything he never gave you because I'm different. We're different. You're not different. You were new. You were new. Whatever was going on with Miss Nikki Baby to make him stray. Oh, this is new. I don't have these problems here. Immediately, once you tried to lock him down, got pregnant or whatever, you became the problem. This is somebody who wants to roam. Why we can't roam and not impregnate these women at the same time, I don't know. But this is just what we're doing.
I mean, and just be single. And that's why I say it's a character failing because they always get into a committed relationship, a marriage, a long-term situationship, and just want to cheat. I think they get a thrill out of just stepping out, period. That's what I'm saying. It's not because you could be single and hoe around all you want to, Leandro. You a young man. I don't see the handsome part. I don't get it, but I guess he got a bag. But yeah, I mean, he just want to hoe. Go be a hoe.
They be giving the Rashidas of the world hell. But we've seen Rashida reign on Love and Hip Hop for far too long. We do not have that clip at hand right now.
What, the new song clip?
Yes, I ain't leaving Kirk. My name is Rashida. I rap like Shawty Low. The girl, we know you ain't leaving Kirk. I think she was trying to elicit something and go viral. Somebody be standing next to their man who's not a Kirk. I ain't leaving Kirk. We ain't falling for it, Rashida. You should have kept that in the drafts, ma'am. Please. Put it right over there next to put him on and make him want to marry me. Please, ma'am.
Put him on and make him want to marry me. The best thing about that is that K. Michelle's Rashida got bags.
Her husband's a girl. Her career is over. All over the world. That lady, she's a prune. Get her husband out the room. Bops. bops. Okay,
That's the best thing about this resurfacing is that K Michelle's clip is
it is.
resurfacing.
That's so always solicit. So tell Kirker his 3 earrings. I said, "What's up?" Like, what you say? Like, oh, this is just shit,
I
girl.
have jumped the broom back in February, and if
Now,
that's
leading into this next one, I try not to really put children here, but I've been so bothered with this baby. Loyal. Jada Waiter's son. He continues to get some ridicule from the public. Every time I see this baby, somebody's asking where's daddy? Where's the baby? Where's the male influence of his life in his life? Because people feel like he takes on more effeminate traits from his mother, because she's clearly like the primary parent. It's where he spends all his time, but they like zero in and dissect everything this baby does, and it's just it's crazy to me. But let's look at this and give our thoughts. Leave children alone. They should be off limits.
He changed into tennis shoes is because he about to go to a birthday party. My son likes Crocs. My son likes wearing shoes that his feet can breathe in. He don't like wearing tennis shoes, so I don't force him to wear tennis shoes. And I wasn't about to let him wear Crocs because we was going to eat brunch at a very cute place. Sometimes, when things happen and people just be speaking and just so obsessed and opinionated about something that do not make their world spin, it make me realize why are people?
I gotta stop calling this lady's son.
A 6-year-old at that. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what a child is wearing, how their hair look. As long as they look clean and they are smart, that is all that concerns, and not in danger. That is all that concerns me.
Waiter had to clap back at social users, making a problem out of the fact that her son wore white jellies to go on a nature walk. I'm more concerned with the shoes she wearing than him. People was upset about the shoes he was wearing, like their uncles didn't wear these at the barbecues, and like Haitians don't wear these to funerals, weddings, job interviews, and to the grocery store. I'm just confused on why there's so much energy for Loyal shoes, but not the shoes at the top. Because whether her son grows up to be as straight as an arrow or fruitier than Toucan Sam, that is not our business. This boy is only about 6 years old, and the internet has single-handedly created a narrative around his name. But if Jada want to dress her son up like Batman, or if she want to dress him up like Ariel the Little Mermaid, that is not our business. The crazy part about this is the boy is not even old enough to have social media, but he is always a trending topic. If he does ever get social media, I already know y'all are gonna waste no time hopping in his comments, disparaging comments about him, so I'm literally praying for his mental health. I ain't even gonna lie. But Jada saw what y'all were saying about Loyal's white jellies, and she was not here for it.
Everything else is just you're being a little weird. Are you okay?
Stop doing them get ready me's with that baby. She gotta stop doing them get ready with me's with that little boy. Real talk, I see the stuff they talking about. I'ma shut up.
I'm the favorite cousin. I'm telling everybody this. You see, I'm the favorite.
I mean, you just keep giving all my hugs away.
You see, mommy, I am the favorite.
Oh, y'all so cute.
Water. Okay, good job.
Lemonade.
Good job. Come on.
Hot sauce.
You got all 3 right.
Ashley.
Child, you will come to me first. Here's the thing. There's definitely, I think with of course, the advent of social media, there are blurred lines around boundaries and what is appropriate for you to comment and and talk about when somebody shares their whole life on the internet, right? Because unfortunately, when you do share your life on the internet and leave the comment section open, you leave everything and everyone that you post up to public scrutiny, first and foremost. But I agree with the commentator who was giving his opinion and thoughts on the situation. At the end of the day, that is that lady child. That is none of our business in how she is raising said child. I mean, the people can observe and they can comment because she puts it out there. Like Auntie Sia said, if you don't want them talking about the baby, don't put the baby on the internet. I listen, the baby is still so young. And I think what a lot of people miss is the fact that when you are raised, especially I think a boy raised by a very feminine mom, a mom who's not really bound by traditional gender roles in terms of a son and like you need to be a boy. You know what I mean? Because some mothers really push that. No, little boys don't play with that. Little boys play with this, right? That's some parents. She's not that way. And I think being that she's the primary caretaker, clearly this baby loves his mommy down. He wants to be like her. Babies want to be like the parent that they're with and the parent that is showing them the love and the affection and all of those things. People can't judge this baby and say who he is and who he's going to be and what his identity is based on a pair of shoes, how he holds his hand on his hip, how he sips out of a cup. It's ridiculous. But again, if you want to protect your baby, Jada Wada, take him off the internet. If you don't want to hear the comments, if you don't want to see the comments, because unfortunately, when you share your life with the world, it becomes open for conversation. It becomes fodder for discussion, unfortunately. But I say, leave that lady alone, leave that baby alone. And I mean, it's not my business. I've never seen so many adults pressed by a 6-year-old. Like, because what are y'all doing? Y'all got time and energy like that? Like, you're muted.
Very pressed. It amazes me how people can, first of all, I don't go looking for anybody's kids. I don't go trying to follow and see. That's just not my ministry. People's kids are their kids, and that's just that. But the immediate, like, oh, like, look how he's moved. Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? That's too close to me to like putting sexuality on children. Because then you get to looking and suggestive, oh, that means he's gay. Where's his father? That is not for you to decide or to say about a 5-year-old boy or 6-year-old boy. This is just really sick, and I thought it was disturbing because I'm like, oh, it's the little Croc shoes. It's just like, oh, he got on jealous. He has on girl shoes. Here we go with we've seen the Hollywood parents who dive deep into transitioning their children, and you see, things that take place there. This is not that. This is not that. This is just clearly a mom letting her son be her son, and she's not going to relegate. Oh no, you stand. And I've seen like the most toxic things geared towards children. If the mom or the dad even thinks that you're showing an effeminate quality, oh, you better stand up. You don't. Why you crying? And I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that. I think that this is too close to not allowing kids to be kids and shaping like who you are as a mother and a dad. That's going to shape who your kid is. I'm not for, I'm not finna what we're not going to do is that. But you're going to be allowed to grow and decide who you want to be, and whatever shapes from that, that's just going to be what it is. It's not for anybody to dictate, well, if he had more of this, then he'd be moving differently. Who knows that? And who knows how active his dad is? We just see most often he loves and he's always with his mom. And she, it's a whole show. They're adorable. But I just feel like it was gross. That's all.
Yeah. And Winehouse, who cares what or who he's going to be? Everybody in the comments, everybody that's talking about him, everybody that's made this a talking point for us to discuss. They say the wildest stuff about this baby.
Yeah, he breaks a little piece of, and I put this video here. This video is older, but this video was massive. That's how I even heard about it. I think it was last year or the year before, and it was like, what? What? I was like, what the hell is going on? Like about this baby? Are you people crazy? I don't get it. I don't get it. But stop doing that.
It's sad. And he's a sweet baby. He looks like a sweet baby.
Yeah, it's very respectful with all the things that you see from certain children online who could be distasteful, disrespectful, all kinds of things. We're gonna ridicule this baby because I don't like the way it looks. Please. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5. Which song is better, Bump and Grind by R. Kelly or Rock With You by Bobby Brown? Oh, you trying to be divisive. You can't put Rock With You by Bobby Brown next to Bump and Grind. It's going to be Bump and Grind by R. Kelly. Please. Ashley.
Yeah, I don't go over there with R. Kelly. So it'll be Rock With You by Bobby Brown for default. By default, because girl, after I saw that documentary, I can't do nothing R. Kelly. I can't look at him. I can't listen to him. But that's just me. That's my own personal situation. I
don't actively go out seeking R. Kelly, but if I hear some R. Kelly, I'm not turning it off. I might two-step. I'm just not about to play with y'all and say, I'm not ever listening to R. Kelly again in my life. Lies were told in the making of this video.
Girl, because I had to check myself. One day I just started humming something out the blue. I said, see, See, get yourself together.
It's the same thing with Diddy. It's the same thing with the Chris Stokes. It's the same thing with all of these celebs in the industry that do musicality in any way. They've been allowed to flourish and be an earbug and be a producer, be a singer, be a rapper, be active in your subconscious forever. But that one whatever, as distasteful as these things can be, you supposed to disavow and do you know I could just blink and how many graduations I had to sit through with I Believe I Can Fly? It's etched in the brain. It's etched in the brain.
Indelibly.
Girl. But let's get into some lighter news. Let's get into some lighter news. I wanted to go here because this man said, baby, I'm tired of you hitting me up. You need money to go to the nail shop and the nail. What's so great about the nail shop? He had to go find out for himself.
She told me she need her nails done, right? And in the same sentence, she talking about they be in here getting lit, like smacked with a full bar in this thing. I don't believe it. Like, I need to...
Come taste and see that the nail salon is good.
Oh my goodness. It's all pink in here, y'all. It's all pink. What the heck I just walked into? I wonder what kind of drinks they be serving up in here. I mean, we about to find out. We're gonna see what's popping. See what she set me up for. Taking me over here to the pink chair. They got the pinkest chairs in the world. Goodness gracious. On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong are the drinks?
How strong are you?
And then they got like this magical gel they be putting your feet in. Look at this stuff right here. It's like this jelly stuff. This jelly stuff be hitting, bro. They got drinks in here and everything. Look, she over there making me a new drink right now. She bringing it over. Look at that right there. Yeah, let's go. Little mimosa vibe. Yeah. And they give you massages in here. Look, we got the neck massage going. Come on now. What? Keep going. Hit it. Hit that shit.
Hit it.
That feel good.
Living his best
Put
life.
your pinky out, why don't you?
Yeah. And they do the whole scrub on the feet, whole manicure with the nails. You about to be feeling good afterwards.
Hey, Princess Treatment.
A kid in a candy shop.
Hey, they gave me one final little pull-up for the road. Hey, your lady asked you to go to the nail salon? Go. Go. Especially if they got the pull-ups.
Ashley, they got the pull-ups. Is the man going to the nail salon with you? I felt like this was so cute. And I think this is an untapped, quality time dating territory. Now, look, preferably, because, my choice, my prerogative, I don't want you in there with me getting, a French tip, a shellac. I don't, but if you're going in there getting them buffed, get a little buff, get a little clear, get a little, I feel like this could be, a really good quality time, because they just feel, oh, what you need to go, what's really going on up in the nail shop that you just need to be up in. It's an experience, okay? It's an experience. Ashley.
As long as he paying. Come on, boo. You can come. You putting the bill? All right, yeah, let's go. Let's make it our weekly thing, baby. Come on. This is adorable. I love to see men who take an actual interest in their partners and what they like. He said, you have too much fun. Let me go on and see. Yeah, come on, Big Daddy. Come see about me and come on, take care of it and tip them out. Let's go. Let go. I like this kind of energy. I just love to see a black man loving on his black wife or black partner. Like, can we see more of this in a healthy way? I love it. Pour him up. He said, this is my third one. I'm a tip and dip on out here. Got his little tips on. I'm not mad at it. Very cute. Very, very cute.
Absolutely. Now, I forgot what's after this, so let's just go.
Definitely a vibe.
I don't know. Let's see.
Watching the trailer, you're building a whole world around this album. Aaron Pierre and Lakeith Stanfield both starring in it. Can you kind of talk about how Aaron has been involved in this project and the creative process or inspiration process for you?
He damn near EP'd it. Not literally, but
yeah,
damn near, It felt good to have someone be as passionate and as serious as you are. When you work on something, you have a whole team that's supportive, but nobody ever gonna see it the way you see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get so passionate, they all looking at you like
chill out. Yeah.
All right. But to have a person that's right there yup. To have someone on your side fully hear you and don't think that your visions are crazy, don't think that, what you see or what you feel is crazy. And also, I'm really big on how you handle me. And I feel like you got to handle me like a cup of tea. How would you walk with a cup of tea versus how you would walk with a bottle of water? You walk with a bottle of water, you like, yeah, you know, you shaking the water, you throwing it up and down, you did it up. With a cup of tea, you walk slower, you're more calm, you're more delicate. And even when you sip it, what happens if you sip the tea too fast? You're gonna burn your tongue. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I am a cup of tea, and I feel like he handles me as such. You know, he's very, very gentle. It allows me to feel warm and to feel safe and not be in survival mode.
Shout out to survival mode. I would put this here, and not just in the sense of Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa, but I did want to talk about women feeling provided for, prioritized, and protected, and being able to rest in your femininity. So much with the narrative, especially Black women, even especially Tiana Taylor. She's the prime. Like, you couldn't tell nobody Tiana wasn't butch. She's a butch closeted lesbian. She's hard. She's tough. Yeah, but it depends on where you are, who you're with, and who, what, when, and where is allowing you to be a certain way. Oh, this is different. I can rest and be settled with this person because I know I'm okay. I think that makes all the difference. And I just feel like it's nice that she's getting to experience resting in her femininity and somebody's having her back. I can move differently than maybe I was moving before. Ashley?
And don't forget that live where she said, and he's blowing her back out as well. She said, let me get my blown back out in peace, is what she said. But I think it's all of that. And then I also think it's being seen. And I think if you've been in a relationship, if you've been in more than one relationship a time or two, you know that not everybody gets you, like, right? And not everybody gets who you are at your core, or can really see you, can see your gifting, can see your purpose, like see the vision that's for your life. And I think when you meet someone who can, it shifts everything. I think it not only elevates you as a woman, but it also pushes you forward, right? Like a man, well, I'm not going to preach to y'all right now, but in terms of my view in relationship and with a partner, as a man, I want somebody strong who has the ability to see for me and make provision for the road ahead. Right. And so if you can see me in all of the capacity and all of who I am, you can provide that road for me to walk down it and be the best I can be. And as I'm being the best I can be, baby, I'm gonna help you be the best you can be because I'm your favor. Right. So in this conversation, I think it was so deep, even in the way she said that he handles her delicately. Like, Tiana, because she does come off as very Harlem, as very street, you can take advantage of that. And I think a lot of men approach her as such. Like I be trying to tell you, I'm a delicate flower.
Like she one of the boys.
Yes, like I'm a delicate flower. I have a delicate nature and a delicate sensibility. Handle me as such. Talk nice to me, you know? And I think now that she's getting that, I think we're going to see Tiana do things she's never done before. I think when you're able to rest fully in the feminine, you elevate. I don't think you have any choice but to elevate because I think you're finally moving in who you were purposed to be. I love this for Tiana. I love this for Aaron because as a byproduct, he's going to win as well. If this continues, Jay Buggin, I think this is a real relationship. I'm not going for fake. I'm going to keep hope alive. And if I'm Delulu, hell, let me be Delulu because I love it for her.
Child, real or not, that's none of my concern. I just like this narrative with it being Tiana because it's so easily to take her for face value. Oh, you tough, right? You be okay. We're not gonna pay it in full, Tiana. Like you tough, like toughen up. Like who? If you're a certain kind of woman and you show up a certain kind of way, people are gonna assume that you only require X, Y, and Z. No, I still, even in a financial sense, and because maybe Tiana is about to be over there with Kiki Keep-A-Job Palmer. Like, Tiana be working. And it's just like, oh, you don't need me in this capacity, that one, and that one. I just need to show up like this. Like, no, I still need all those things too. Pulling away from that strong Black woman narrative. Please, leave me alone. I'm weak. I'm worn. But leaving this here.
I love it. Bless her. May I pray all that love finds everyone who wants it.
Absolutely.
Yo, I just want to formally apologize to anybody I've ever judged for having a kid too early. You guys did it right. Having a kid in your teenage years or early 20s, like now that I'm approaching 40 next year, your kid's off to college. You did it. For some of you, those kids helped you locked in. They saved you. For some of them,
Got you focused.
some of the other people, it still brought out the worst in me. But that's fine. But the point is y'all good. Y'all can still live a life. I'm pushing 40 and I'm tired. I barely have enough energy for myself, let alone to take care of a kid. But yo, so I just want to shout out to Teen Pregnancies.
Ashley, does this resonate with you?
So, I mean, I don't have no babies yet, and I got a good year or two in me, Tyra. If the babies don't come in a good year or two, that's it, because I know my range and I know my limits and I know my boundaries. There have been many a night where I said, I should have took that nickel from between my knees, Tyra. I should have busted it open a good couple times and went ahead and popped out a baby. I should have went ahead and knocked them knees open and let somebody hit it late in the midnight hour and produced an offspring. So they would already be, grown now. Like we always kind of want the things that we didn't have, right? And so when I do see some of my friends whose kids are 18, 16, it's like, aw, and then they're now able to kind of enter into like the friendship stage with their kids. They hang out together, they do all the things. I do kind of be having like FOMO, like, damn, like I should have been a little hot skeezer in high school and busted one open. No, I'm not calling nobody a skeezer.
Skeezer.
But no, you do think about that things like, dang, they're wrapped up. Like they've got it done. They're all done. Now they can really enjoy life. They'll be able to enjoy their grandbabies. Like if I'm to have one, girl, Lord, the grandchildren, sorry, kiddos. So he kind of ain't wrong. He kind of ain't wrong.
I think it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen for anyone. But I do see so many people now in an older age, they regret. Tyra now, I can't see myself, 10 years from now, and I'm 45 having my first kid. Oh, shit. Fuck no. It is, you never know until you're in it. And I know the ideal is to be married. You want that security, you want that family dynamic. And of course, those are things that you should definitely prioritize and achieve. But there is never a moment where I regret having my first baby at 20. I was terrified. I'm terrified. I was terrified. However, I'm like, bro, like you about to get dip on your own chip, and I'm still vibrant.
Okay, so we've got conversation now, Tyra, in the chat, because we have a couple people. Dee says, I had one and only child at 45. She's going to be 15 next month. I hate to admit it, but I'm tired.
It's exhausting.
And Low React says she's an 80s baby and she just had her baby. Would y'all just have the first or second birthday, Low Reacts, that you planned for her baby? And she's so glad she waited.
It's exhausting. Like, I don't care the person who, I just wake up and, I just love being a parent and I'm a mom. And that's all great, but it's exhausting. It takes so much energy. I don't care what job you have. No job is harder than being somebody's mom or somebody's dad. Especially if you're full-time, especially if you have multiples. Like, I still do a little gump when I see the boy. Like, oh God, I was home, stretch home free. But it's just so, like, it just takes a toll. And not just so much the children, but like the climate, the everyday, ever-changing world is so different just from when I was a kid or when you were a kid, or even when my oldest, who'll be 15, was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I have the 7-year-old. I'm like, what is it going to look like when he's, 15, 16, 17? It's just very terrifying in that way. And the way that things are changing, I'm just like, yeah, we did right. We did right. Because I can't take it. I can't take it and I don't want to. It's a lot. It's a lot. So if anybody, had a baby early or you haven't done so just yet because you're waiting for whatever it may be, make that decision, because it's, boy, I tell you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm of the mindset of what's meant to be will definitely be. But I know as far as me, my body, what I feel like I'll be able to do, the Lord has about 2-3 years tops.
Because that's the thing, like even with the span of having my first at 20, having the second more so 27, 28, my body changed so much just in that little crease of time. The ability to recalibrate stuff and clink clack stuff back in changes. It's just you're never the same afterwards. Like, it's just so many things to adjust when you have to support and you give life. And it's just, I don't want to give no life to nobody in my face.
But now let me ask this though, because what the ladies are saying is that I'm glad I waited because now I was with the right person, like my
Yeah.
finances were together.
Mhm.
Do you think that makes a difference as far as the ease of parenting? Not necessarily the childbirth, but just like the
Definitely.
raising.
It will definitely make a difference, but the innate pressures of just parenting overall, because a lot of the things, having a children in general and having money and having security definitely makes things 10 times easier, but just everything else that has nothing to do with finances that involves you just showing up and being a parent, it's going to outweigh that for me. I just
She said soccer, band, ballet, cheer. It's a lot.
It's a lot. So I'm just glad that it's we passed that egg and we're knocking it out. Let's move on.
For some of you, those kids helped you locked in. They saved you. So I just want to shout out to Teen Pregnancies.
And happy belated birthday, love. I saw that, Dulce.
Now I'll put this here because somebody posted and recorded this lady. It says abusive mother spotted at Target. Let's get into this abuse, y'all. Hold on, because don't play.
We need a trigger warning.
No, we do not. We do not at all. Just hold up, because I was like, what?
For myself, let alone to take care of a kid. But so I just want to shout out to Teen Pregnancies.
Not buy it for the kid who's yelling at you. I will not buy it for someone who's yelling at you. Fix your voice. No. That. Stop it. No. You stop. No.
So we're not going to do is that. Now, somebody posted this and said that this was just flat out abuse, and they were in the comment, oh my God, she should be arrested. She da. This little boy, because you can't really hear it, he's about to throw a tantrum because she said no to him getting something. Clearly, she got down to his level. We're talking, and this looks like a child in a situation where she's had to be embarrassed, and y'all see them kids in the store, y'all know, and it's just like, we're not doing that. She's like, I can't take that anymore. You're not doing this to me today. Stop. And we proceeds to do that. Ashley, is this abuse?
Tyra, no. Tyra, no. And maybe my definition of abuse is different because there was a Latina lady whose autistic son tried to run out in traffic and she snatched him back and they tried to tell her that she was being abusive. I don't view that as abuse. I've seen people catch entire beat downs with a belt in the middle of a grocery store, and I didn't think that was abuse. I think abuse is, I feel, when a person is angry, raging out, and harming their child, causing, irreparable damage and harm to a person or child. This is not what
Let
this
me pause
is.
it here because I know that this is what they're equating to. Oh, the abuse, the
And she covered his mouth?
Yeah.
At least she didn't knock his teeth out of his mouth, Tyra. And I personally, not necessarily, would still even call that abuse.
He was
And I
about
know
to do a tantrum.
people speak from their lived experiences, and maybe to that person that felt like something, but she didn't. This baby is having a whole meltdown in the store. She or he, I don't know, covered the baby's mouth. And held them there. I don't know what the problem is. They teach you how to restrain even when you work with people with different delays and disabilities. They teach you how to properly restrain. That's not abuse. She doesn't seem to be angry. Like I don't know. I don't get it.
I think this is a mother who is tired. Like you will not do this in the store with me today. That's right over the for the God. I will do know that I will snatch you. Because kids will try you because who's gonna check me, boo? We in the middle of this store. I'm about to fall out and knock stuff off the shelf. And then you have people looking. So see, this is why get these babies. Get your child. Like, why is that? And then we try to do this, and it's still a problem. No, we did what we needed to do because I need you to understand. I'm not dealing with it anymore. Like, I was like, where? I was waiting on the abuse. I was like, where's the abuse?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are y'all considering? I want to know what the person who says this is abuse considers abuse. Like I watch Lifetime. I've seen abuse. Okay. I've seen when they go upside people's heads and really abuse somebody. This to me was restraining a child who was probably about to wreak havoc.
Yeah, he
in
was.
these people's
I think
stores.
he's wreaked havoc multiple times, and she was like, "No,
Tired.
you will
Fed
not."
up.
I am. She said, "I am tired. I can't do it today. You will not." It's like, you better go off. Okay, this is somebody trying to redirect and change behaviors because I'm not allowing you to do this mess anymore. This is clearly a child who is, yeah, we're not 3 anymore. We're not 4. Yeah, we're not. You will not do this up in here today. Not in this Target. Let's keep going.
Listen, light work. Hear me, that girl from yonder. Snatched up.
Hey, check this
By my
out, boss. So
collar.
I'm sitting here listening, and I'm watching all these women in the comments disrespecting Jadakiss wife, talking about she look old and she look, and it really hurt me because it's women. You know what I'm saying? Because what I learned is about entertainers and rappers, people got so much unrealistic expectations of men, thinking that every man has to be with somebody that's motherfucking fake lips, fake ass, made up dolls. For the ones who had the women, that's cool. I'm not gonna say them not good women, but the ones that stayed down with you, that was really fucking with you, them the ones you supposed to fuck with. Denzel been with his wife for how many years? Ice Cube been with his wife for how many years? Snoop Dogg been with his wife for how many years? Man, we taking the women that came from the trenches with us, baby. That still exists. You niggas keep chasing these unrealistic hoes, and you bitches out of order for even thinking that. I bet you it's them hoes with their body done.
He's the West. Now you know I'm gonna roast somebody, but honestly, real life marriages and situations, I might ask a question, but I'm never gonna disparage a man who's with a woman who held him down through all of his craziness, which he didn't have to. These women deserve gold medals for the foolishness that they encountered and deal with. That's why she's looking aged. But honestly, to me, she looks very good. I don't see her looking old in this picture in comparison to him. I think they look appropriate together. I don't see a big, now, you know, I'll say if it's, you know, I'll say if it looks crazy. I think she looks good. I think they look amazing. Here's the thing. We can be like, women are so critical of women just in general, period. And also, I think a part of that comes in these comment sections when somebody feels like they look better than, or why do you deserve him of
Envy.
this status and I don't. I think that's kind of like the heart posture of the people who are clowning in the comments, because I think she looks really good. Like, I don't see a difference here. Like, I think they look like a nice looking couple. Now, y'all know I'll roast somebody in a minute in a show, but as far as real life and these marriages, I think they're a beautiful couple. I don't see it.
I just didn't understand that she looks old, as if Jadakiss is a 20-something rapper.
That's what I'm saying. They look appropriate. He looking over here like damn Giancarlo Esposito. I had to do it.
Actually, like all the people he mentioned,
with you.
your whether their marriage is the picture of perfection or not. Your Snoops, your Denzels, your Ice Cubes. These are men of a certain age, but like you said, it's nothing but envy in those comments. How did she get with what up police? Like, but not even just in a celebrity sense. I think with social media, a lot of people have an unrealistic expectation of what kind of partner they need and how they should look. And I just think it's running rapid, and we need to set that down. And I was here for how he worded it, because get that shit out my face.
Yeah, immediately. So West, cause shut up, ho. Like, what is you talking about? Like, it gave very much. I feel like I deserve to be with him. I look better than you. You don't deserve him, and that's crazy as hell. You don't know what hell that woman done been through. And that's another lesson I learned a very long time ago. You can envy and want and do all that with that man, but you don't know what she's endured to stay.
Oh, girl, please! You saw who he mentioned. Because people envied Paula all day, and Denzel and how you don't know what she had to go through. And Denzel letting stuff unfold now, everything he did. But there's that. Snoop, how much stuff Boss Man didn't put
you hear me
Boss Lady through? Like, you want that because I look better.
Listen, I done seen both seasons of Black Love on in the Struggle Love Olympics and see how them women age. It'll age you. Being dragged down through there, Tyra, it'll age you, but she looks good to me.
Now, this next one, I just wanted to play this because it just made me smile. Because he's so excited. Like, ooh, I'm a grown-up for real.
Your boy officially reached married status. Look where I'm at. Babe, tell him where we at. We in Sam, no, not the store. This is Sam's Club. It's different. We gotta pay for a membership, and we gotta come in here as a couple. We buy them both because we married and shit. Ah! So
Okay, Ginger.
I used to shop at Walmart. And
Ginger
I still do
chocolate.
though. I love Wally World though. But we in Sam's with it. Check out this, yo. I'm really just here for the samples. That's the only reason I got my membership, but we'll see. Babe, we need this for the beach. Right here. We rolling, babe. But I'll be telling you about Sam's Club.
Look how so excited.
What is that?
It's
Yeah, look at
detergent.
this. You just come and you scan on your app. You scan everything you buy, and then you just walk out the doors. I don't know, but look at all this.
Is this adulting now?
Oh, yeah, this is adulting.
Yeah, me and Bae leaving. Look at this fat old cart.
Lord, the
Shout out
biracial.
Sam's Club for real. We won't have to come here for another month or two. 3, 4, 5. I don't know.
I'm so excited. Actually, do you equate your shopping and where you do it to like, oh, I'm grown now. I'm for real.
No, I've been grown forever. I've bought in bulk forever.
No, well, let me reword that. Is there, because I know who I'm talking to, is there any disparage to where Walmart? I'm not where? I just know, like, is there like a no? I go to Sam's.
Baby, there's a trifecta of stores that I go to. I don't go to Walmart.
I see. Yeah.
I don't. I frequent the Publix. On occasion, Harris Teeter, and then I do Costco. That's my trifecta. And if I'm out and about, I may go to a fresh market. I may go to Whole Foods, and I may go to Earth Fare. Those are the options. Because here's the thing: y'all not gonna get me on no rotten meat, no bad produce. Listen. It's me. I am allowed to be bougie with my choices as far as purchasing food items. So yeah, I don't go down there no more. I don't have to. I don't go.
I love it. I love it because it's several people that back when you knew when. Now it's like, well, girl, I don't shop. Girl, no. Where? Like I go to Sam's. Like I go to what? You go shop where? Oh my God, the ghetto. Like it's like I'm grown now. I don't frequent
no judgment
store.
Because listen, if I find me a good carniceria market, I'll go over there because I like fresh tortillas and that. And the Asian market, Bae did take me to the international market. And I can't take the smell, but it seemingly they had very fresh items. I would go there again. And Walmart, I will go. Listen, I won't buy groceries there, but I will go to Walmart for off items, especially like remember when those sneakers were going on sale? I think at a time they had Stanley cups, and Walmart has good candles.
Y'all, I'm a Walmart shopper. Okay. All things, candles, produce, meats, goods, eats, treat. Like the only, not here for me probably as a Texan, when I'm trying to like, oh, okay. Then we frequent an H-E-B because I need freshness. I need fresh seafood. I need freshly chopped lamb. Like I need that. But other than that, your girl is going to Walmart. I need Bang for the buck. Power shops at Target. I'll be damned. No, I do not.
Dang,
It's a special occasion. Like we would come on in here. You better look at it while you still can because we ain't coming back up in this motherfucker again. Now this last one, this just once again put a smile. You know, this our boy. This is our boy. He has always, shout out to anyone who has a baby or a sibling dealing with autism. And if you've watched Love on the Spectrum, we have our boy here who always kind of had independent living, but he did have roommates. We don't have any more roommates. We are independent in totality. Let him give you the tour.
I'm 26 and I bought some, and I'm so proud that I live independently.
I know that's right.
I want to show you all my cool decorations in my new place. This is the award that I got from the South Carolina governor's office. This is my picture of a gorilla taking a dump. Follow me. This is my gorilla picture that my friend Dylan made me.
They buy a house?
No, this is his.
Yeah, on this wall, we have two
They
handsome
bought him a house.
studs.
Remember, he was in an apartment before.
Yeah.
On this wall, I got a picture from Trenton
You better
and an
ask
award
for
right here,
from
and
Lynn.
some pictures from Nashville.
Where's this woman at? Is she oh no, this is Mama.
On my shelf, I have my Doug the Pug dolls.
I love it.
We have to have a tiger, of course.
If y'all just want to smile ear to ear, y'all better go.
I'm not going to show you the pitch yet because it's not fixed up yet. And now for the big one.
My kitchen not ready.
Check out this bat head of me and Jack Black. This is my bookshelf with my Netflix award and my diploma.
Yes, baby.
And this is my big, huge TV. And this is my Bring the Joy light. This is my Joe Young picture from Leslie and Rob. And this is my ring look. This is my candy gun basket. These are all my stuffed animals. And these are my pictures of Chris Wilkins and Dexter Lawrence. I hope you like it, guys. I'll show you more when we finish the rest.
Oh, Tanner. I love me some Tanner, like real bad. And I was just so happy because I know from what we've seen and just being with autistic children sometime, the hope is, depending on how far they are on the spectrum, like, will they be okay? Can we eventually, maybe get to some independent living? So just to see Tanner here and he give us a tour, this warmed my whole heart. Ashley.
I had not seen this. This is so great. Because on the show, he's in the apartment with his roommate. So now he said, I got some property. Yeah. I got some land. Like Tanner, to know him is to love him. Like I said, if y'all just want to smile and be just filled with all of the love, sit down and binge watch Love on the Spectrum seasons 1 and 2. I was a skeptic because I thought they were going to be exploiting these people. But I was proven wrong. It was incredible. I loved it. And you go, Tanner. You better do it, boy. I saw him and old girl just the other day because they're still friends and they still hang out. But I had not seen his home. I'm so happy for him. He got a good mama. He got a good support system. I love this for him.
Yeah, but I just in case it could inspire someone, like, keep going. Things can be achieved. And what we've seen just in the little time of Love on the Spectrum, how much Tanner has been able to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, like everything. Like, it's just been great. I can't wait for the next season. It's just been really, really good. So I just wanted to show that. But that is the show for today.
Vic, knowing his mama, she's up the street. Like... His mama or sister, I'm sure, are not more than 15, 20 minutes away from Tanner.
He's not, but he's been growing like so much, and it's completely different. But Ashley, anything you want to say to the folks before we get out of here?
Don't forget members night tonight. We are watching A Soldier Story. This is my first time watching, so consider a membership if you haven't already. We would love to see you over there. And if you do become a member, let us know what your username is in the Discord so we can make sure you can get into the room to watch with us. But thank y'all for coming in, showing up and showing out. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be doing another Collective News next Saturday. I think we might go to once or twice a month, like Tyra said in the beginning. It's just not landing, the times, but we still love it, but it'll probably be less frequent.
Yeah, but for the effort, it needs a little bit more engagement than it's getting. And if we gonna get, a little cute 1,000 or a couple hundred, it's just not worth it. But we do enjoy it, so we'll probably do twice a month instead of every single Saturday. So next Saturday, whatever Ashley wants to do, it'll be in place of the Collective News. But do still drop down and let us know what you thought about the commentary. And hopefully you guys had a great time. Y'all have a good night.
Night.
Listen, this has